Hey guys, it's Callus back with more Pokemon Perfect content. It's that time again. It is our ADV Open, this one number 3, and it is the semifinals. In fact, I have both semifinal sets today, and in real life, the finals have not yet been played, so I'll bring those to you when we get there. But like I said, I've got both semifinal sets, and we'll go from there. So here we have Jhonx playing on EG Code. Jhonx, I believe, qualified last year for our championship tour via a second place finish in one of these qualifiers, now called Opens. And on the other side, we have the 918th, who I feel like I've seen the name. I think he's one of my subs, actually. I think I see him comment, but not as familiar with him as a player. I don't feel like I've seen his name too much on the tournament scene, but very happy that he's chosen to get involved with Pokemon Perfect. The more players, the better. Certainly in ADV, my beloved tier, the more guys we can get, the better. And obviously, having a pretty good run up to this point. He's made his way to the semifinals as well. So, as with all of our opens, anyone who makes the finals, so effectively the top two finishers, are automatically qualified for our championship tour at the end of the year. So the winner here, whether it's Jhonx, like I said, EG Code, or the 918th, one of these gentlemen will be qualified for our championship tour at the end of the year. Let's find out who it is. It is a best of 3 set, and here is game 1. Jhonx on the bottom, 918th on the top. Common leads in Zapdos and Mence respectively, but interestingly, not only does the Zapdos not like the matchup, but he's going to opt to switch out as opposed to Baton Pass out. So that indicates he doesn't have BP, he doesn't have something like Thunder Wave that I think you would have gone for there. I'm not sure what the Zapdos is, but that was a surprising sequence to me. But moving right along, we have what seems to be a balanced team for the 918th, and it might be for Jhonx as well. It could also be an offensive team for Jhonx, depending on what kind of lax we're looking at here. It's body slammed a bunch of times, hasn't found a para. We end up with T-Tar coming in on Zapdos. Gotta be good for the 918th here. And he actually does have Baton Pass, and he immediately goes to Dugtrio. A lot of risk there, but it's going to pay off. He's going to do a ton to Tar, but he won't kill it, and he's going to die to 2 crunches. So the 918th with the early lead, and Jhonx without a Dugtrio. So there is the Lax coming in. It's going to eat an Ice Punch, no big deal, 13%. Yawn he's going to go for. Interesting from the 918th. So a decision now for Jhonx. You stay in and fall asleep, or you get out of there. And he's going to opt for get out of there. We end up with Tar on Heracross. Tar does have lefties, so he heals up. A little surprised that Heracross switched out there. You would think that's a free opportunity to attack, but Jhonx sees it differently, and he's got this weird Salic Berry Rachi. Huge risk there. 30% of the time, Thunder's going to miss there, and you're going to lose your Rachi, but it's going to work out, and just the weird sets continue. Here's Rain Dance coming from Rachi, which, of note, the 918th is not going to be able to reestablish the sand since he did lose his T-Tire. So some serious weirdness coming down from Jhonx, but nevertheless, the 918th with the 5-4 lead right now. Hera's going to be intimidated. He's going to sub it up, maybe get a Swords Dance off. No, he's going to sub again, seemingly subbing down to a Pinch Berry. Mence here content to Dragon Claw over and over again. There's the sub that gets him in Pinch Berry range. It's Salic. And now he's going to dance. There's Dragon Claw. So we've got a +1/+1 Hera. And that is all for a Mega Horn, seemingly in Swarm range. But it's not going to be enough. And there is the Dragon Claw. Close but no cigar. The 918th now with the 5-3 advantage. Thunder coming down from Zapdos, not doing a lot. We've got ourselves a weird rain team here. Maybe a last poke, something like a Coon or a Ludicolo sweeper for Jhonx that has not yet been revealed. There's Leech Seed and Kingdra, that works as well. Another Swift Swim Cleaner. It's going to have to get the job done here because 918 has a big lead right now, attempting to get the Para BS with the substitute. He's also, that works as well. He's going to be able to catch the Boom with the substitute. That's fine. Ice Beam, Hidden Power respectively, 36%. Celebi should live 2 more of these. Sub again. Failed Leech Seed. That seems like a bad play from the 918th. I think you always go for Hidden Power again there, but he sees it differently. Now he's going to Hidden Power. Celebi should live this Ice Beam pending crit or freeze. And hey, it's a crit. That's convenient. Salamence comes down. It should be faster here for sure since there is no rain. And he's going to be forced to switch out. Zapdos going to eat the Dragon Claw, 44%. It'll live another because we have no sand. He's going to establish Rain Dance here. Dragon Claw, 49%. Much better roll, but still just short. Here's Mance, comes in on Thunder. Perfect. That also kills a Rain turn for 918th, which is very relevant. He wants to stall him out of Rain. Now Salamence reappears. And Hidden Power Grass, once again, 918th with the advantageous turn. Jhonx not able to predict this guy. Third time's the charm. Finally gets him down with Thunder. Leaves us in a 2-3. 918 still hasn't shown his last poke, but he doubles to it here. Here's Meta. Hidden Power Grass coming down. Rain is gone. Do we have an Agila meta? That's going to make things interesting. We have a bunch of fast stuff in play now. Meteor Mash just shy, but he gets the attack raise. Here's Thunder, hoping he doesn't get parried, and he does not. And now we've got a +2/+1 meta going on a rampage. There's Meteor Mash. Kingdra here may or may not be faster than Meta, depending on the EVs for both pokes. Turns out that he is, and Hydro Pump doesn't let him down with the 80-20 accuracy. That's going to make it easy peasy to clean up Swampert, and the come-from-behind victory for Jhonx in Game 1. He was behind 5-3 at one point. Looked like 918th was ahead for the good majority of this game, but Kingdra was able to clean it up, and Jhonx takes Game 1. But as you guys know, these things are best of 3, and we're going to do it all in one video to attempt to avoid spoilers. So whether it's 2 games or 3 games, they're all going to be here. Next game is right here. We're going to get right into it. Here it is. Jhonx on the bottom again, 918th on the top again. Meta and Swampert respectively, neither one likes it. We end up with Celebi on Gengar, which becomes Celebi on Celebi, which becomes Celebi on Regice, which becomes Regice on Meta as we finally get a real attack. Meta does not have lefties. Earthquake there looking like a choice band meta for the 918th. Kuhn not liking it anymore and gets out of the way. We end up with Celebi on Regice once again. There's a Calm Mind and an Ice Beam respectively, 45% rather, but crucially a Freeze, and that's going to force him out. Meta reappears, like I said, choice band meta I believe, but he doesn't attack with it. He opts for the double back to Celebi instead. No T-Tar and therefore no sand in play at this moment. And again, it's going to be a Calm Mind. Last time in this situation, Regice opted to attack, and he's going to do so again. There's Ice Beam. This time he does not get the hacks. And there's the BP to give +2/+2 something. It's going to be a +2/+2 now paralyzed, crippled Gengar. But he's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage back here, especially with no sand. Giga Drain there, a bit of an overprediction, going to do 21%. Now he switches it up to Fire Punch, one-hit KO on the lead meta because of the 2 boosts. So 918th again out to the early lead as he was in the previous game. Ice Beam and full para, a little bit unlucky. Ice Beam again, and he's going to go Fire Punch, it's going to do a lot. Damage roll going to be crucial here. Regice may or may not live another. And he is not going to live another. Regice is going to go down here, so the lead gets bigger for 918th at 6-4. Only short-lived, though. It is now 5-4 with the revenge kill. Zapdos comes in trying to scare out Kuhn. No bueno. It's going to be a double switch. Celebi on Celebi. BP to Dugtrio trying to catch him on a recover. Is successful in that endeavor. Hidden Power a ton, but it's not enough, and there's the BP. But the only thing he could do is go to Swampert here. He goes Focus Punch, trying to catch something on the switch. I guess Kuhn or the Unrevealed is what he's hoping to hit there, but he is unsuccessful. We end up with B on B, very low B for the 918th. Hidden Power Fire from what could be a Super B for Jhonx. Now Meta comes in to threaten it. That will not survive Hidden Power Fire either, so he's just going to lose the meta straight up. The tide's starting to turn against the 918th. He got off to leads in both games, but Jhonx won Game 1, and now he may or may not be winning Game 2 as well. Thunderbolt critical hit is going to help, but it's not going to be nearly enough. Celebi still in the advantageous position here. Charge. Wow, I couldn't tell you the last time I saw that. It's been a long time, but he is going to try to get it done with Charge, and he's going to follow up with Thunderbolt, looking desperately for a crit or a para perhaps, but he doesn't find either one. He just goes for another Thunderbolt, and now Giga Drain going to take out the Zap. Super Celebi here seems to be, or maybe it is Have we seen BP? Yeah, we've seen. It's not Super Celebi. It's Combine BP, HP Fire, Giga Dram, which is a set that I like a lot. But it seems like a very difficult Pokemon for this offensive team of 918th to deal with. And indeed, he is simply going to get swept by it. That game turned around in a big way. 918th once again had a lead and simply could not hold it. Jhonx comes back. This one less close than the previous, pretty comfortably. He's going to take down this game and win the set. So it's going to be a nice, clean 2-0 victory for Jhonx over the 918th. Still a good run for 918th, and I hope he continues to play on Pokemon Perfect and continue to make runs. He seemed like a good player in this, but Jhonx is going to be the winner today, and he is going to, for the second year in a row, qualify for our championship tournament, and he will face the winner of the next set that you guys are about to see on the channel. If you guys want to see how that goes and set up the match for the finals, you should absolutely stay tuned. But in the meantime, please do leave me a thumbs up if you haven't, if you enjoyed the content, and please consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys with the next semifinal match coming up next.